my wax friends. Today, this is What the Heck Have I Been Melting? I decided to make some time to do that today for you guys, and I wanted to do it because I didn't want another large Ziploc bag filled with empty. So, let me go ahead and jump into this video, show you what the heck I've been up to um, with my melts, and run through this video for you guys real quickly. Um, I would say overall, this has been a very good melt week and a half. It's been almost 2 weeks of melting. Mostly everything was pretty good. There always a dud lurking, so in the bushes, and you just be like, why? You don't have it, yeah. So bathing garden, lemon curd and rose milk, stellar. I'm just gonna grade these, and then that'll make things much more simplified for you viewers. Lemon curd and rose milk never lets me down. This is probably my fourth one that I've melted through. And the lemon curd in this is really nice. It's a different type of lemon than your regular lemon marshmallow or lemon chiffon or whatever. The lemon curd takes on a totally takes the lemon in a different direction. And the rose milk, I'm not really into the floral notes, but the rose I can work with it. This is a very feminine scent. You got a little bit of tartness, you got a little bit of floral, but the milk blends it together. I think the milk is the binding source of these three, and I would give this an A. Nice, strong throw. It lasted a decent length of time to be 2 cubes in a hot plate warmer. Good job. Hello, Fumbleina. This is Kissing Booth Sweet Dreams. I don't know if I melted this too soon. As you can see, it's empty. I would say this was a C minus. It's not the same as I remember it from the first time that I purchased it. So I don't know if the formula is changed or the oil um, formulation calculation is different. It could be smelled, but it was really light. So C minus. Pink Sugar Caramel by Starlit Candles. Watch it with this one because it performed first and foremost, but the caramel was very, very caramel. You know how you ever go to McDonald's and you ask for the caramel sundae, and then some person loses their damn mind with getting the caramel over, and it's just like, well, what did I ask for? Caramel with a hint of ice cream, because it's just so much caramel. Well, that's what this was. The pink sugar tried to come through, but the caramel just was the dominant one. And I like caramel or caramel, but this one was almost sickening strong. It was strong. It's a lot. This one is Front Porch. That's Marshmallow Peppermint Twist. And hey, all day, every day. One blanket, one pillow. This work. If you melt this, you know what I'm gonna say. You want to wind down. You want to relax. You want to be soothed, comforted, eased. You want to calm your spirit down. This one is a nice one to melt. Not feeling well, feeling under weather. It's raining. This is your boy. A. This is Pink Caramel Mellow. And I believe my daughter is the one that went in there and did that blend with the pink caramel mellow and the pink um, sugar caramel, and had this house smelling like a carnival. It was just very, 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 very sweet. Very sweet. Sorry. Now, if you like it like that, then that is a good blend to merge that together, and you're going to have Kids Candyland sweet. But if you don't like things that intense and that infused in your house, don't do it. This is Vintage Chic Scents. You see, I've already been on the ball, right, folks? Empty. And this is 15 Minutes of Fame. which I believe is pomegranate and watermelon, but let me see. This got Fruit Loops. Yes, indeed. So this is Fruit Loops and maybe pomegranate. However, I like this. Again, her Fruit Loops note has that cereal with the frosted sugar scent on her wax. Not everyone Fruit Loops have that cereal note to it. So it does smell like a freshly opened box of Fruit Loops with the, if you've ever eaten them without the milk, just hands full of it as a snack. It smells like that. This is really good. 2 cubes and that ginormous warmer that I got from Stuff My Tarts, and this did really, really well. And it could have handled 3 or 4 cubes easily. I just didn't want to go there, but I may be brave in another melting session. Derriere, and this is apple pumpkin pancakes. Excuse me. And I melted it with in 2 separate warmers, but in a shared space. And this is apple pumpkin strudel. I could, excuse me, I could smell it. I would give this a B because these were in maybe a 500, I would say almost a 500 square foot space together, just in, you know, separate zones, but common room. And I would have loved for this to be stronger, but these were 1 ounce little tarts too. So this is one I have to play around with a bit. See if I can, with my sample that I got, the winter sample, maybe do a 1.5, 1.8, try to get it up to a 2 ounce in a warm, each warmer, and see how the throw would go in that how would that work. Oh, this is a new iHeart fave. This is Kirby's, formerly known Betty Crocker, now renamed to Aunt B from Andy Griffin's show. And this is her apple pie with zucchini bread. You nailed it. Nailed it. This is really, really good. I was watching PBS. I love documentaries, and I was watching the last installment on the whole African, how we got over here and whatnot. And all I could sit in my living room and say is, Lord have mercy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I could smell this so well. It was such a sweet, kind of fresh baked apple pie with the nutmeg or the cinnamon on it, cinnamon roll. And this did really good. 1.5 ounces, you guys, in a hot plate warmer. This is Gilligan's Island. I would give Gilligan a B minus. He was a little on the lighter scent throw. I melted this one in the really large hot plate warmer. Now I do have 2 others, so I'm gonna try it again in a different room, different space. It will still be a hot plate warmer, but it will not be the one that was in the big bowl. And I'm gonna see if that will affect how well I smell this one. And it also had more of a, it took on more of a sweet laundry note, wouldn't you say?
Who was that?
Just Gilligan's
Island. Yeah, it did.
It started leaning more into the clean laundry care direction, which is not where I would take I don't buy that scent group, but it does have a little bit of sweetness to it. So B minus. Russian ice bath. I don't know what ice bath is, but this is mental strong. This one, yes, even just, you want congested, you're stopped up, your sinuses messing with you, Russian ice bath. This is very, very, I would kind of put this in the apothecary line of scents, Benicia.
I don't know how to apothecary.
Oh, poor thing. Um, it's kind of what Kiehl's is founded off of. From the earth type of
Oh, okay. I get you.
home remedy,
Herby type stuff.
herbal from the earth.
Lush type stuff.
Mm,
Not quite lush.
not quite lush.
Just kills. Oh yeah, I told you I've been there.
For the mind, body, and soul, the spirit.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. This one would work. This one's nice, and I like it. Let me try to move this along. Candles from the Keeping Room, Lemon Noel Sugar Cookie. Boss. This works so well in my son's room. So well, you guys. Oh my God. This, I love them when they travel. This one was like, hey girl. This was all the way in the dining room area. And he's in the back of the house like I am. Our house is kind of like, when you face it, it's more rectangle of a home, and it's lengthy, so to speak, but it's not really deep, I guess is the word. And we're in the back, and it traveled all the way from his room up front. So good job. Good job. When I went to his room, I just kind of wanted to stay in his room and just hang out. Just me and the wax, just chill with each other. Did a good job. Apple Bootberry Cobbler and a 20-watt Glade warmer. This did good. And I would give that a B+. Rainbow Melts. Rainbow Cotton Candy. You know, sometimes when you're dealing with a pretty decent wax, you can't go based on this. Just me. The bag still smells oh so good. Benicia, how did this one do? This one was in the front room, and when this was melted, I wasn't out there during that time.
No.
Excuse me, you guys.
Which, in all fairness, the whole room was cleaned up. It was freshly cleaned or whatever. So I knew, because we were frying a lot this week. It did not. It was first thing in the morning, and I smelled it very faintly. But when I put in another Rainbow Melts item, it killed the room. Like, it was like, yeah, man.
Did you put it in with it or in another warmer?
No, in another warmer. No, each warmer got one of those. That whole pack got used out there, and I put one in.
So I would say this is a light scent. This is a blender scent, and this is not a scent that can combat frying or smoke, from cooking, or even I was gonna make another point and it slipped away from me. But this is a lighter scent throw. So we'll give that one a B-, C+. Haley Heavenly Scents Pink Noel. Bows. It did a great job. No complaint. It did what it needed to do. An A. I Heart Wax Serendipity. This was mild. And so this one would get a C+. The scent shot. This definitely should have been merged with something else, because smelling it in the cup by itself, I should have knew to add something with it. Could have actually went with that cotton candy from Rainbow Melts. Pink Sugar Milk. Candles from the Keeping Room. I could smell it. It was lighter, but it could be smelled, and it lasted maybe 4 hours or so. So I would give that a B-. Ooh, pardon me, you guys. Sniff My Tarts. This is Marshmallow Cake, Fruity Pebbles, Cotton Candy. This was in a warmer that I've been speaking of moving around. So it was in a location that I don't think worked well for this wax. I couldn't hardly smell it. But when I took that same warmer, poured this out, this scent here, moved it to another spot in the room, I could smell. Let me see if it's in here. And it isn't. It was from the Sniff My Tarts video where the warmer is in that video, and I'm showing it to you. It is the apple zucchini bread something another. Now that I could smell on a medium to low throw. I'm sorry, you guys. And I got much more of a scent throw from it. So again, I really do think warmer location matters too. Long came Primitive's Peppermint Marshmallow Noel. This could be smelled. This did what it need to do. The peppermint is more of a spearmint peppermint, a little bit on that end of the peppermint family. And the Noel, I'm sorry, tried to smooth it out some. This one is pink peppermint cream filled cake. The pink peppermint, the pink sugar in the peppermint and the cream filled cake definitely weighed down on that peppermint note, and it dropped um, the level of strength for it down, but and it just made this a really smooth, easygoing, really chilled scent. Versus the peppermint is beast, is strong, is Acolyte, the Incredible Hulk. That's not the direction that this particular scent combination took. That's so very wise what you people are doing. Candles by Victoria, Christmas in Whoville. It did good, and I put this in the Glade warmer. And I will note that I think I should have had that in a 24-watt hot plate because sometimes when the wax melts down and it's just really thick, this was a very thick wax. Even once it melted down, um, it was almost like it was still fighting to hold a solid form versus breaking down to a liquid. And this also, when I went to pour it out, it left a lot of crumble wax debris and left a lot of wax still in the bowl. So this made cleaning a chore, cleaning the bowl out for the next thingamajigger. This is Rose Girls Raw Oatmeal Cookie. And this was light. I was expecting this one to be a bit stronger. And this was a pie slice, so I did try to cut it and get a thicker piece to melt. I would give this honestly a C plus, only because I wanted the oatmeal cookie to really smell like oatmeal cookie, a fresh baked oatmeal cookie, or it could have even went in the oatmeal. Like I love Irish cream oatmeal. And you added the cinnamon and your sugar or syrup. I would have really, really loved that to be done. But I do know I would suggest maybe taking this raw oatmeal cookie and mixing it with their Dunk My something, and they have a caramel something. I'm not familiar with their scent list is. It's like I used, at once upon a time I was. They have a caramel over top of the world, something like that. I would love to see the raw oatmeal cookie blended with some of those, and I think it would give me that what I'm thinking of in my head. I think it would have came out had those other two oils been in this blend. Of course, as always, I've melted some other stuff, but it's not in the video. Holiday Punch. It smelled like punch. This would be a B minus. And I grade a lot of things based on how strong I'm expecting it to be and how strong it really is. It makes me think of 500 degrees, 500 days of summer, where Dude has that parallel, what his interpretation and what his expectations was, and then the split screen had the reality. That's what me and this wax goes through sometimes. Sometimes I just really have in my head a particular scent strength or a scent in general. What I think the overall air and it's going to smell like, and it doesn't always meet my expectations. So we have that reality versus um, my perceived notion of things. This did an excellent job. It threw like nobody's business. This threw in the room in the new location where the warmer had to be moved, and it got all the way down. I mean, when you started coming up the hallway, by the time you got to the first bedroom, you could smell this. Now, I've melted it in that new jumbo warmer, and I put in a chunk this size, but I could already smell it, you guys, before the actual chunk completely melted down. So what I did was I was able to pick it up still. So what all was wax and had made a bed of oil, I just simply lifted and transferred to a paper towel the remaining part of the chunk that I didn't feel required any melting because I could smell the wax just fine. All right. I believe that is everybody that I have available to share with you. Yeah. Oh, one more. I'm sorry. I'll be trying to hurry up and get finished with these. I'll be looking at the clock. I Heart Wax, Blonde Moment, Berry Explosion, and Citrus Explosion. Now, when you're thinking berry explosion and citrus explosion, you're thinking, you know what I mean? This was a so to say that is to say this. It was a nice medium scent throw. It was a pleasant medium scent throw that lasted maybe 5 hours before it just faded out. This is cool, people. You know, I like it. Everything is not going to be jacked up. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of like my scents up there. But I try not to be hard on wax just because it wasn't jacked up and way up there. You know what I'm saying? So this did good. Really good medium scent throw. And I did melt something from Ethereal Glow this week. That one that I made my own blend. It was our Mama lemon sauce and hot orange Danish. You saw that, right? Bye, everybody. Have a blessed day. Peace.